Well, this is going to get tense. There is a storm just north of us, kind of passing from the west to the east. It could drift to the south. Here is Jeff Diehl and Jeff Wren. Both are trying to get in the field. The bump is Tony Pedregon, a 458. If both these guys get in, then Tony Pedregon and Del Worsham are out. Jeff Diehl, my goodness. It looked like it wanted to roll over. It's still on fire. I have no idea what might have caused that. Safety safari is there. Jeff Diehl is climbing out. Remember, he had a big explosion and crash at Charlotte. Well, at least he's okay. He's okay enough to get those hot gloves off and show some anger.
Now watch this. I mean, the lifts up out there when it catches on fire. I'll just try to determine what happened first. Car's going down through there. Look at that thing. Oh, it broke the header. The left side header came off and drove that car. Look what it did. Look how it lifted up. The pressure when that header came off just lifted the car up on its side and put it off, put it into the wall. Amazing.
That there's that much pressure coming out of those headers.
Well,
wow.
Well, think about this, Paul. When a funny car loses one cylinder, there's enough pressure on the right side that it pushes the car over. Even though the driver has the wheel turned all the way, the car still wants to drift left. Now you lose the header here. You have pressure from that whole side pushing straight down onto the ground. It's like a rocket launch. It just launched that car up in the air and sideways. Take another look at right side of your screen right there. Look at that. Wow. I think Jeff actually did a pretty good job of getting out of that thing as quickly as he did. This thing was going to go wherever it wanted to, no matter what. But take it there, the header comes off, it just blows that thing right up in the air. That was a wild ride. Take a look at it from the backside. I saw the car go up and I saw the flames. I thought at first it blew up, but the flame was because the header came off and then it was the pressure was pushing that thing down. Let's take another look at this thing here. Right there. There goes the header. It comes off of the car right here. Now what's going to happen is when the thing goes, now look, you see right there, the pressure's just pushing right down. It just pushes that car right up. And look at the rear tires because he's still in the throttle at that point, and then he gets out of it. And wow, it just about tipped that thing completely over. That was a wild ride.
Well, what causes a thing like that to happen?
Well, obviously, it either sheared all the studs that connect the headers to the cylinder head itself, or it might have just pulled all the nuts off of there, and that pressure just, you know, because the headers are curved at the bottom, so once you have that failure, it's going to push those headers right off, and then that pressure hits the ground and just drove that car right up in the air. That was wild.
While all this was happening, Jeff Wren made it into 7th. Jeff Diehl came flying out of that car. I'll take you back to Charlotte, show you his situation there. It's going to be on the left side of your screen, black and green car.
We're 4 wide here, remember, and you saw him have some cylinders drop and then blow the body off. Matt Hagan had a similar problem down track when he blew the body off on his car and got that thing all up on 4 wheels. Now, you could go back and say Jeff Diehl, you know, might have been something in the tune-up that caused that explosion in Charlotte. I don't know exactly what happened, but this was pretty much a maintenance problem as far as something, you know, whether the parts were just a little bit older or somebody missed it and they weren't tight, and then that header just came off that car and just kind of sent it up in the air.
Gary Gerald has Jeff Diehl.
Well, Jeff Diehl anxious to learn what Mike Dunn spotted there, that the headers were breaking, and that, I guess, explains what happened. Do you feel all right, and what was it like for that wild ride?
Well, it's one of those rides you don't want to ever take. It seems like I've been taking them a lot this year, but, you know, I can't say enough about the safety equipment on this stuff. Look, I just walked away from something. I didn't know what happened. The front end came up. I stepped off the gas. I think it blew up at that point, but the front end was going at the wall. I knew it was going to hurt, and I just hid in that little spot. And, I mean, my neck hurts a little bit from slamming into it. But, look, I mean, I can't believe I walked away from it. Then I was looking for Jeff. I didn't want to hit Jeff because I saw him come and go out of my vision. I didn't know where he was. But, you know, it's a bummer deal. I got to go home. I'm out.
Yes, indeed. Well, we're glad you're all right. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
At least he is out and safe.